Just making sure everything is working here. Make sure that sound is on. Sound is on. Okay. I see people out there. Good enough. All right. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Tuesday, May 3rd, 12:19 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. That is PST right now, 12:19 p.m. BitcoinDailyView.com. Got more stuff for you there. Check it out. All right. A little bit of quick news that's going on in the world. Now, this is a wild story, high octane speculation, maybe true, maybe not, don't know. But just to throw it out there because it is kind of fun. Canadian General Trevor Cadier was arrested while trying to escape from Azovstal and taken to Moscow to stand trial. He was in charge of Biolab 1, where 18 people worked with deadly viruses. Okay, no idea. This is all alleged, high octane speculation, but definitely is out there on the net. Have not really seen it dispute it quite yet. It's very, very interesting. There are high value people there. It does appear in Azovstal if you're following the Ukraine situation. That's the big steel plant where there's kind of a big underground base underneath it. Built during a Cold War era, maybe originally by the Germans, I think, in the 40s, but I know it was either upgraded or completely built by the Russians Cold War period. So it's actually a rather big installation underneath, which makes it very hard to chase the people out who are in there. Anyway, interesting. Just thought I'd throw it out there because, well, it's in the news. It's very, very interesting. What I meant by the Pope indicator is this, okay? Pope admits NATO likely provoked Putin's invasion, barking at the gates of Russia. Now, if you know about the Minsk agreement, like, in 1991 or so that was created, you do realize there was an agreement that NATO would not expand into Ukraine. Anyway, without getting into the whole story, this is kind of a double take for the Pope. This is definitely a change because, it wasn't that long ago before he was kissing the Ukrainian flag, which I just thought, let's face it, it's kind of creepy. All right. It's just creepy. Okay. But anyway, it seems that his love session is over with the flag, and now he's mentioning it's quite the reversal. So he says, first I must go to Moscow, first I must meet Putin, but I am also a priest. What can I do? I do what I can if Putin would only open the door. This is really interesting because it's a reversal on his take, and I would say this is actually, I'm just going to prophesize it right now. Since we're talking about the Pope, I'll just lay down my own prophecies, and I do believe this is actually the collective West saying, okay, it's not working. It looks like the Ukraine is going to be, probably split by Poland in the north, split into Poland in the north, because the Polish forces are going down. Well, they want to, they have not, but they're not necessarily going down into the Ukraine for NATO, doing it for themselves, kind of a land grab. Then you're going to have a little bit of like Zelensky land in the middle. Then you're going to have the eastern Ukraine is going to be, basically territories of Russia. Some happy about it, most happy about it, maybe a few not. But anyway, I thought I would just throw that out there. Okay. This is a big deal. And I mean, gosh, if you ever wanted to save face, talk about back channels, right? The Pope goes to the Ukraine or goes to Russia, and there's pictures of Putin and him, hanging out and shaking hands, and an agreement is met. I mean, oh gosh, I'm just saying, like, it'd be a great way for back channels to communicate, and the West, collective West, and Russia to kind of actually sort of broker a deal where everyone could save face, where the inevitable happens, yet the West ends up kind of, saving face. Everybody wins. I'm not really a Pope fan, but this guy, there's a possibility that this could be wild. Just high octane speculation. Just go with this. It's a really wild possibility. I like it. I'll take it. Good enough. I like people not dying. That makes me happy. So I think this is a way that somehow everyone could save face. The inevitable happens without the collective West losing. Possible. All right. Well, without the collective West losing face, not so much losing NATO in Ukraine. How about that? Because that's not going to happen. So anyway, looking at the big markets today, oil coming in at $102 a barrel. That's cool. It's kind of been riding the 50 moving average up. Good enough, US dollar strength index, DXY, going sideways for a couple days. Green, red, cool. I prefer it going sideways right now. It's elevated above all important moving averages. I'd like it just to kind of stay there. Good spot. Stay sideways, DXY. I think that will create some stability in both the international, well, both the traditional markets, commodities, and crypto. So stay sideways, dollar strength index. Looking at the S&P 500, green day yesterday, green day today. Looks like we're getting over that massive kind of free fall that we were in. Let's look at the Russell 2000 index, same chart there. Russell 2000 index is doing the same thing. Let's look at the Dow. Come on, Dow. Dow bouncing off that 20 WMA. Dow staying pretty healthy. Didn't quite dump as hard as the other ones did. So anyway, traditional markets, our big indexes are looking like a bit of recovery today, and that's cool. Monday wasn't too sure what was going to happen, but today looks like we're getting a continuation of a pump, of at least a reversal, a stop to a free fall. Looking at US Tech 100. This is a cool index. Basically, it is the US Tech 100 companies. They've been on a downwards trend lately. It appears that censorship is not really in style right now, but it's hanging out with the mid-range right now. Green candle yesterday, green candle today. We'll see what happens. DXY, not DXY, US Tech 100 in general on a downtrend. We'll just see what happens with that. Below all important moving averages. So I really do think that definitely that can create a lot of volatility in the crypto market when the US Tech 100 is having some issues there. It is below all the important moving averages right now on the daily chart. We'll keep an eye on it and see if it relates. If not, we'll just kick it out of what we look at every day. Gold, green candle today, kind of a Darth Maul doji. May end up closing a green Darth Maul doji. I like that. Still above the 200 moving average, but it is below the 50. All right. Looking at silver, still free falling silver. Sorry about that. Silver is just kind of sucking ass. But I tell you what, though, if you're dollar cost averaging silver or you're thinking about getting in, I mean, who knows when it's going to turn around. Right now, it's below all important moving averages, free falling, not so great. Anyway, with that said, the ruble, my God, okay. I mean, this is insane. You've got Russian special operations in the Ukraine started way back here. Daily chart plummeted, V-shaped recovery, sideways on the 786 for a while as it recovers at 75%. Now just losing its damn mind. So ruble, not just gold back, but in general commodities back is the direction that they're moving. How are those sanctions working for the collective West? I'm just going to say not so good. Ruble, damn strong. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe it's not patriotic, but when it's at the bottom here, when it started to kind of bounce, I really wanted to get some rubles, do a Forex trade, you know, ruble against USD. But unfortunately, well, the West is kind of mad at Russia right now, and I couldn't quite make that happen, and I couldn't figure out how to make it happen. Anyway, ruble, bam, pumping like a coin, like a shit coin. All right, looking at this glorious Bitcoin trading volume explicitly right now. It is at 2.8, or basically let's say 2.9 billion. It's below 3 billion. It's a weekday. That's not really too happening. So very, very low Bitcoin volume for a weekday. That's not so good. It's kind of low for a weekend. So Bitcoin trading volume low. All right. 3.5 billion here over at coinmeter.io. So somewhere between 3 billion and 3.5. I like it. I like it when these two are close to, or 2.9, 3.5, as not that close. Now it says 3.7. Anyway, dropped by 22% at least last 24 hours. So crypto trading, so Bitcoin trading volume low. Looking at spot trading volume, okay? Spot trading volume, here's a big deal. Big deal, okay? Big deal of the day, okay? Big deal of the show. Spot trading pairs here at CoinMarketCap. This is looking at the big exchanges, and as you can see the red numbers here, in general, volume is already very, very low for Bitcoin trading volume. Bitcoin trading volume is very, very low. This is spot trading pairs. It's all in the red for the most part. Most of the big exchanges are in the red. Not so good. It means trading volume, spot trading volume is waning off a noticeable amount. You can look at the 7-day graph here, and you can see all of them are on their way down. So that means dump. Okay, just saying. Looking at derivatives, basically your leveraged longs and shorts. I look at Binance where all the volume is 40 billion. That sucks. Okay, 50 billion is a good day, 60 billion is even better. In the 70s, wonderful. 40, Yeah, there ain't no volume today. So just beware, okay? Because when you have the low volume, you're more likely for Bitcoin, I have found, to dump than pump. And right now we're kind of in a weak place. Let's keep going. All right. 37.738. I should say 37,738. 37,738 is Bitcoin right now. Looking at the top 100, most are in the red, but we got some that are running. Tron is running. Kronos is running. Crow. Algorand is running. Who else? Helium, whatever that is, HNT, it's running. Frax share, don't know what it is, but it's running also. I like the fact that Algorand is running. That's just Algo. We'll look at Algo before we check out of here. I kind of dig that. Tron is a strong coin also. All right, cool. And Polygon is just barely in the green. Near Protocol 1% up. So we got a couple that are running. Really, Algorand is interesting to me. We'll check that one out before we get out of here. Okay, looking at longs versus short sentiment on Bitcoin. Over here, blockchain whispers. We got 76% long, 23% short. I do like that. That's a long bias for Bitcoin, but in my opinion, it might be a little bit too long. People think the bottom's in. Don't be so sure. The overall market is not necessarily reflecting that. Although with a slightly positive traditional market, like with the SPX and at least gold kind of going towards the green and such, maybe we will see a turnaround. I just would not myself be longing with leverage right now. Looking at Ethereum longs versus shorts, 66% long, 33% short. That's a reasonable long bias for Ethereum. Okay. Looking at the daily chart here. All right. Daily chart, red candle today. With Bitcoin, we're below all the important moving averages. The 100, the 200 is a white one, 314 is this blue one, 50 is the green one, and 20 WMA is the last resort. That is 20 WMA, the 20 weighted moving average. It's been riding that down. That's kind of been resistance, not so hot, below all the important moving averages. All right. Sorry about that. I had to check something out there. All right, Bitcoin once again on the daily. The MACD tangent is negative. The MACD is negative, and the tangent is negative right now. So daily MACD not looking too spiffy. Okay, looking at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart not so inspiring. Below the 200 moving average. Red candles today. Quite a wick. We're fighting to have a green candle. We'll see that. We'll see how that rolls. When did this one open? It opened up May 1st. So this is the last day of a 3-day candle. As you guys can see, the direction that things are going for a Bitcoin, they're kind of going this way. All right. So just beware. Okay. Below that 3-day 200 moving average. We've been kind of riding it pretty hard for a while. We're just not holding it. I think that is definitely not bullish. Okay. Looking at the 3-day MACD, boom, speaks for itself. Negative. Let's look at a 2-hour MACD just to see if we have any positive tangent at all for today. No, 2-hour MACD is on the negative side. That usually kind of predestines which way the daily is going to pivot, or I should say kind of like fulcrum tangent. Yeah, the tangent. Anyway, 2-hour MACD, a 2-hour chart here. As you can see, it's below the 200, below the 314, below the 50 moving average, below the 20 WMA. 2-hour chart not looking too wonderful. So in general, guys, bless it, but Bitcoin is looking weak and more, in my opinion, towards the dump side than the pump side. Looking at the 45-minute chart for immediate price action, dumping right now, not looking too incredible. It's actually pushing below the bottom of the RSI cave. RSI caves over at bitcoindailyview.com. You can find that, click on it, add that to your trading view. It's a good indicator. You usually don't go too far above or below it very long. So we'll probably get maybe a bit of a relief rally right now. But anyway, Bitcoin, the 45-minute chart, not looking too hot. Although looking at the Stochastic Rsi, we're as low as it can go. This thing's oversold like crazy. Way to not set up by Lazy Bear shows oversold also, but no tangent towards the positive side yet on either one of these. So, well, just barely with the Stochastic Rsi. So maybe we're getting to an oversold location. I'm just not confident looking at the big picture that I want to get along in right now. And if I did, definitely I would be playing it safe. Let's look at some coins that are doing well. Actually, first, some that are not. ApeCoin went crazy, pumped, I got a fib sequence here. It's hanging out here at the 786, trying to find a bounce there. Indicators turning up. Maybe it'll start to run. If Ape's a real project, if this wasn't just hype, pump, and dump, maybe we will see this guy continue running. Note it is below the 200 moving average. 200 moving average is also kind of that 5 fib as I've drawn it here. So maybe we'll see a 786 bounce. It's a respectable place to bounce. It's a powerful place to bounce. I will be watching it. And let's do a trading view. Let's do one more little thing here. Actually, a few more things, but we'll make it quick. Let's go look at Algo. Algo is running today versus USDT. It's on a lot of exchanges like that. It's on Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Bittrex. It's wonderful. Binance US. Okay, nice one. You can play this a lot of places. I like things that you can play on many exchanges. Looking at a daily chart for Algorand, it's not exciting at all. About to do a negative MACD tangent on the 2 hour. Sorry, 2 hour chart. Pumped, giving it back. Can't quite hold the 20 WMA. 2 hour MACD is about to break negative. Not so happening if you ask me. Let's look at immediate price action here. Okay, let me get rid of the that one, the HR zone. Okay, so here's the deal on this one. You know, it pumped, Algo pumped, got above the RSI cave, could not hold it, got too far from this red moving average right here. You might see that's the 8 moving average. Now it's retracing. Let's real quick here for fun. Let's do a fib sequence here. It's at the 0.5 fib level. That's a place it could bounce. If not, the 200 moving average is right here at the 618 golden pocket between 0.618 and 0.650. So maybe we'll see. It would make sense if it actually made it could make a 200 moving average bounce here. That is a 618. Could also make a 0.5 bounce. Let's look at the indicators. What do we see here? Well, Stochastic Rsi is kind of oversold. KRI is still in the red. Lazy bar indicator is it's indecisive. You know what? I would just watch it. Maybe we'll see a bounce here. Maybe it needs to go back down to the 618 and bounce. Maybe even a 786 and bounce. One to watch because it went so crazy. Algo, you know, at least kind of showing up for the party today. One thing I do like that I'm seeing here for Algo is I do find that coins like this are very, very interesting. I like coins that have done this, that have given a lot back and now are starting to pump. That's when you usually see something happen, in my opinion. So let's see if this is sustained. We will revisit Algo tomorrow if it's still got some life in it. One last thing I wanted to mention today. I'm going to start talking about this and kind of include this in the daily views, just a quick little segment on it. And I won't, belabor it. We'll just kind of look at it. I'm going to put this over here at the live chat. I'm going to share it over at Blockchain Education, where I am definitely, I hang out there. Very, very good group to belong to. And also I will share it over here. You guys aren't going to see it when I cut and paste it over here, but I will post it over to Bitcoin Daily View, Telegram chat. All right, so this is an interesting project, emp.money. I'm going to kind of deep dive in this and kind of look at how it's doing daily. But basically, one of the things I love about this thing is you can farm. You got to hook it to your MetaMask wallet. And it's basically, I'll post some videos that describe it better. I'm going to have someone on my other podcast called Radiant Creators, probably this Thursday, who knows the system really, really well. We're kind of going to deep dive into it. He's making a fortune. I've begun to make some money on it. I like what I'm seeing. emp.money. Check it out. We'll deep dive into it further. But this is like an EMP ETH linked pair, basically. I got a little bit of money in there, and then every day the EMP makes me ETH shares. I take those in my farm. Those EMP shares go over to the boardroom. The shares go to here, and then I earn EMP that way. And it's, quite a good amount of like the APR right there is like, 1,140%. So I actually make a good deal. Just open my ETH shares back in the EMP. And then, of course, I put that EMP back into my farm here, put the EMP here. It creates ETH shares. So it's basically farm to boardroom to farm to boardroom. I just keep basically compounding. It's really, really great. You can do nodes. Nodes have an APR of 573. This is like the giga node, the mega, but you can do a mega for like 2,900 right now today because the just because of the exchange rate and such. Wow, you know, a small one, a nano node is just $362. Anyway, big APR. And as you create that EMP, you could actually put that EMP into a farm. Boom, just keep adding it. Make e-shares. You can take your e-shares to the boardroom and put them back in the farm. Anyway, this is a lot to take on. It's crazy. There's the detonator thing here. There's like a daily raffle for a crap ton of money today. It's like 35,900. You can take some of your EMP as you're creating, and you can put it in here. You can compound it daily, or you can take it out. Anyway, it's just an interesting thing. People play this different ways. Myself, I just farm. And then I put in the boardroom. I'm going to do a node and start doing nodes. Take that EMP earned and just put that into a farm. And then the farm creates e-shares, which would then go to the boardroom, which then create more EMP, which then I put back in the farm. Anyway, guys, that's way too much to follow. I know. Like I say, we're going to break it down real deep, real easy, with somebody who's an absolute pro at it. And some of the numbers you can make off this are rather phenomenal. I was very doubtful at first. I'm not really necessarily shilling it. Do your own research. But the thing is, the Telegram, the Discord is very active. They have developer AMAs all the time. And I dig this project. And I'm just beginning to put some money in it. I'm seeing that it works. I see that there's liquidity that I can sell my e-shares back to BNB if I want, or ETH. It's a BNB blockchain on MetaMask. It's a Binance Smart Chain. I like that because that way the gas fees don't make it basically impossible. This thing is pretty cool. I'm digging it. If you ever wanted to farm, if you ever want to do a master node, this is actually a very nice point and click way to do it. You could even just anyway, I won't go on about it anymore because we're going to start looking at it daily, just kind of like where we're at. Spend like 15 seconds on it, boom, and remind people about it. I think it's a pretty phenomenal project. So, like I say, cool interview with the character who knows this thing inside and out. We're gonna have a really good time. That's Radiant Creators, and I'll link to that here. You know, I'll be live streaming it. Different channel. It's Radiant Creators, radiantcreators.com. You can go there. You can find the YouTube and sub there, collect notifications, and then you will get notified when that live stream happens. I will try to schedule it a day or so out if I can, and share that live stream link. Just not exactly sure when we're going to do it, so I can't quite schedule it yet, but it should be this Thursday around 1. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being a Bitcoin truth seeker, really a crypto truth seeker. Remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a globalist cries. And that's a beautiful thing. Take care.